It's a simple thing. If you stand there on me and you have the sword, so you lift up, like your hand is around here, your hairline, and then just let it fall down. Like, not this, don't stop the gravity movement, don't make it go faster, just let it fall, gravity. When you, of course there's some weight here, and like in physics that means there's some different way that the forces work more outside of your body, so often you see things like this happen. But just absorb it with your shoulder blades, with your back, with your sacrum, just absorb the movement of the sword. So don't let it go outside of your center line. So the shoulder blade can absorb quite a bit. To your center, to your tongue, to your legs. Just absorb the falling movement. So the sword always feels quite light. It's not getting heavy. If you look a little bit further from the center line, then it's the elbow. The elbow is moving. Right? If your elbow is not doing so much, then you get a lot of leverage and it's falling on this area. The elbow is sink down, and that's what you receive in your center line in your legs. Maybe stop feeling in your sword. It just falls naturally with gravity. We will not do it here, but normally, like on the beach or something, you just let the sword drop and you see it falls in a natural speed. That's what we use stuff. So it's not like a whoa and it cross. Sometimes it's stuck in the mat, things like that. Here, we had it too.
So it's forbidden.
Yeah, good. I am on the same page with you. So it falls naturally like this. Like I was showing also with this technique. That feeling. It's the feeling of the sword. Okay. So just to start. Now we're going to use a wave principle, which you can practice easily with the sword. So when uke comes, you can breathe the partner in, but it's like it's from underneath, from the back of the partner, underneath the feet, here to the back foot, and then it goes up on the back, and then it falls to the front. So it's a wave. You see what I mean?
No.
So the wave goes. Breathe through the back line of your body, of your head. As you go forward, it drops down. This is the way. So when you do it with the exercise, you can use this movement we did before, middle third. You breathe in, up, upside on the top of your head. Now you move forward and you let it fall down straight. So now you create a wave. Take it easy. Feel you're moving from the back of your body. Straight down. Of course, you can do straightly do your sword like this, but it's nice when you really like this and you just lift it up. Just feel it. And then my things are okay, but it's just totally human being. So you breathe in to the back of your leg, your back, your head, and then release. And as you go back, you shift your weight to the back foot. So you create a wave. Good exercise for yourself, also do it at home. You can get a lot out of it. And when you get this feeling in your system, then it's easy to apply it in all kinds of techniques. One thing is, when you cut, it's always straight, like it's a straight line. So don't cut like this. I see sometimes a little bit. So always make sure it's in the center line, so you can cut straight. And also with the eyes, it's martial eyes. So of course you're really busy, especially in the beginning, but maybe more people thinking about things. But it's just so you get in this state which we talked about. It's okay to continue what you're doing, but if you have the space to focus on other things, it's like the breathing. It's not like because why is the wave all of a sudden? It's very natural. So that's one thing you can do, and if you have your mouth closed, it's even better. Natural. It's not keep breathing or whatever. Things. Keep saying keep. Another thing is tip of the sword. You can also practice very well here, because you can do like this. You can also move the tip of the sword. Yeah, really extending to the. I feel the tip of the sword is moving, so it's good for your extension. You get that feeling. Okay, that's good. You discover many things. If you do it longer at home, it's really good. It will open up a lot of things like find out how it works. Also, when you're going down, sometimes you see it goes up and then it goes down like this is going down because I'm cutting the other one. But it's not really working. If you go here and then you go there, this distance is too much. You cannot be stable here. So that's why it always goes down here. Like I was drawn. Seems like the sword is cutting, the energy is going straight here. That's why it's stable. If I do it there, it's like this. You see? You can see it happen when people are doing that, and it's really heavy on your joints and everything. You'll feel pain in your muscles. So it goes through the leg. At some point, Sensei was talking about stepping in snow, you remember? There was some beginning exercise where to step forward like this. It disappeared also in time, but we had it for some time in our beginning exercises. And I can see he's using that. Also when he cuts, you can see he sinks here in the snow, like it's a big layer of snow. You step on it and you sink in it. That's the feeling. So you're really stable instead of play with it, stepping in snow and sinking down. At some point we were doing this for an hour or something, like on the beach or like a long period of time to get it in our system. You can also like step back, step in, just to play with it. You're not stuck to one point, Correct breathing. No sound there, no sound moving. When you do it for hours, you start to think of many things. Just turn around, so other side. You want your body like this normally, then turn around. And then same, breathe in. It's good for your brain and your body. So when you hold a sword, it's like a dragon's mouth, right? See it's in line with my wrist. That's how you hold it. And then mainly from here. Over his mouth. That's how you hold the sword. This
small hand.
Small hand. Small hand, yeah. And this line from the pin to the thumb. This is optional. Sensei always does it. I don't know, my body copied it or something, and I see it with others. But in a way, it's also dangerous to have things hanging out, but it's not good. But it shows I'm not gripping here. This is a different muscle. This is more the upper side, the bicep. This is more tricep. This is how you hold it, and it's on top of this line. This trigger mouth is on the top line. So you're kind of on top of it. Not like this, for example. Okay, when you land, what line on your foot are you using to be stable when you land this movement? What kind of line on the foot are you using? This line on the inside, this inside line. So I was looking at feet, and sometimes you see it's more divided of the whole foot, and it's unstable. And some I see this. It's so small things, but you can really improve yourself. Use this line. When you step forward, every movement you do this, always this line steps in, not the whole foot. This line steps in. That's why you're so stable. Same with cup. This line is stepping in. Yeah, try it. Feel the difference doing it? It's much sharper, huh? It's much more stable. Same in the back foot, when you breathe from the back side, use this line. Don't go to the back of the foot. Inside line. So that's a bridge to the last thing I want to say. Because Peter Kelly explained this exercise and we were doing it. But for myself, if something is not working so well, if I'm using this direction, especially when I start to travel above this point, there'll be some instability here in my legs. So I think it's good to be able to do this, but also do it like this. Know what I mean? This inside line from here to here. show. If you come without a sword, otherwise you hit me. If you it's safer. If you do this exercise, you breathe in and go up. This. So what happened? It went up too much. And that's what we were practicing, so that's good. But it shows the thing that there's something missing in this bridge, this really important bridge which always should be stable. Right? So if you do that, but feel it's moving here, same feeling, up in the middle, down to the front foot, to the ground. If you add that, really stable. Still, you're doing the same thing. You're still creating a wave. Maybe try to do it together without the bookend. But when you breathe in the other way, when he goes up, then push here. See what happens, how it feels. And then the other way is like you breathe into the back foot, goes up. Back foot goes up to the front foot. And you feel, okay, there's a really strong structure here. Please try together. Yeah, when you go back, it's good to be a little bit, have a little angle here. It's always better to take force like that. This is easier to take force than this, and much better than this. Yeah? Straight up is also difficult. So, and then when you start running, for example, you never start running like this. Right? So especially when you want to go fast, you will do like this. First you do, and then you move your legs. When you go in the pool, it's not like that. So it's the same. You create this angle here in your hip. You want to go boxing. Yeah, it's different. Yeah. So you want to do something like that. So it's here. Yeah. Good things, yeah. And especially this makes it really stable. You were testing. Did you feel it's more stable? Better than going up, huh? But your mind always goes up. Katadori. Well done. Must be here. We will look into that. Go with this power.
Yeah.
So you were showing the first part. That was good. So when I go back, I rotate my hip. You see? So there's some spiral movement here happening in the leg, which is kind of going up. That you want to go here, so that's good. And then for now in the story, then it think, yeah. But where does it go when it moves up? Where does the spiral movement move to? Now you show this here something.
Yeah. So basically, for me, it's like I'm winding up and then I'm sending it back. Like I go up and I go down.
Yeah. And you show now mainly like shoulder and arm. So that's the.
But I know that my cut is straight.
Just to follow your story.
Yeah.
So you say now here, and it goes to the arm, which happens like to the shoulder and to the arm.
I go like this.
So that's true. Here's a spiral movement which rotates also to this point.
Yes.
But then continue and you're saying.
So my movement is now. I unwind.
Yeah, and where's the spiral movement traveling to?
So it's somehow going that way.
Somehow going that way.
Yeah, I don't know. It
sounds like there's some.
Yeah, I don't know. I get the first part is this.
Yeah.
And then I release it and it's
gone.
Whatever. Yeah. Maybe it just goes down on the ground.
Yeah. I'm just asking to find this path and to
Yeah,
research
yeah.
it. It's great when someone attacks really strong spiral, then it just disappears. And then, oh, this with this cloud, you just go with your cloud
Exactly.
of clarity. Of course, this one will go into your head of the other one. So yeah, some release will be here, like you're showing. It will be in the head of the one that you're attacking, right? So there's some release, but that means it's the unstable path. So I think here it goes up and then it rotates down into the other foot. This is a really strong spiral movement, and it translates in this spiral movement. But this is not the purpose, because I'll be unstable if I cut the other one. I just spiral up, spiral down. So it was the same as the lines I was showing. And I was just practicing it. And I don't know if you ask in a few months or you ask Peter Kelly, it will be something else. But for now, you can work with this model. When I go up, I rotate, my hip will rotate. Maybe if you stand up, you can do this. So you breathe in, you go to the back foot, and you want to open up to make sure you can get your sword above your head. So that means your hip will move in this direction. So go back, you breathe in. You see, this hip is moving in this direction. So that means the spiral movement is going up like that. You found one spiral movement from here. This hip rotation, that means in your leg, it rotated in this direction. Okay. And you take it here until, I don't know, you're in the middle of your legs. And then you have to release. So you're here. So how do you release the spiral movement to the front? Is it going this direction or is it going this direction?
Opposite.
Yeah, try it.
Yeah,
Find
it actually
out.
works.
Yeah, I know. So let's take you on the quest. So spiral up and you spiral to the front. But which direction is it? Is it this way down or is it this way down?
It's the same way.
Same one. This way from outside to inside. It's like IQ test. Yeah, same direction is the answer. Yeah. Same direction is it. So it feels like you're kind of squeezing your hip this direction. It's like a corkscrew. Yesterday with the wine, maybe, I don't know if there was a fork on it. You screw and it goes in. This is what I feel into the ground. And that's really stable. It's not just dropping my weight straight down, which is a straight movement, but it's a rotating movement in the ground. And it feels really stable. If I do like that, like I'm stable here, and this cut coming from it is, you can imagine, you should get some exercise, something, to see how much impact that has. Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? You're saying it's going like this direction? Like out?
Yeah.
For me, it feels like it's going in.
Yeah.
What am I doing wrong?
It's the other way. I also tried it. If you do it this way, it feels not so stable. If you rotate this direction
Into the inside of my foot.
and try the other side. Try it, see the difference. What? Yeah.
But the difference
Research.
is not like this.
I can't find the spiral and stuff in two opposite directions. I have one way and the other way. If I have to follow one way up and the same way down, then I'm good.
Yeah, I change it. But I don't say that's the answer, but I feel it's really stable if I corkscrew it this way into the ground.
Exactly.
Because there's something happening, I push my center in this direction, I feel this whole back of this muscle really active, and it's really coming down on my foot, and then really, this part is really etching into the ground. It's really strong.
If you imagine the spring that goes down the stairs.
Slinky, yeah.
Slinky. So basically what is happening is this. It's doing like this. And you twist it. So when you go home, you will actually try it. So it's like you have this.
And when the string goes up the stair, it goes up.
So you go like this.
So in the end, for this is a research. Find out for yourself. When you feel it, you can use it. And it, like I say, you can always move two directions. That's why she said, I feel this is stable. I can also create stability that way. But I'm able to do it in two directions. I can switch. I'm not, I can only do one way. I can do two ways. Because there's two ways. I am the one who controls the spiral movements. Right? So it's not like, oh, we found a way, oh, that's it, and only this is the way. There's just always two ways. And then you can combine things, and then you get lots of options. Yeah? And if it's really difficult, just you feel go up and go straight down. Straight. But when you add spiral movement, it's just way stronger. If I translate it really simple, maybe if you do it with me, when you go up, rotate your hip in this direction when you go up. Yes? And when you go down, rotate the hip back into this direction. Really simple. Go up, out, so the shoulder moves, and then push the hip in. Out. If I have to say it really correctly. When you go up, your shoulder goes back, right? Try to so you go back, and you lift your sword, your shoulder will go back. So your hip will go back, and your pelvis is going a bit in this direction. Right? So when you go down, keep on pushing in this direction. Don't let your hip go in this direction. So you push it down in this direction. Don't let this happen. You twist to this side, and then you twist to this side. Try that. If you go up one way, this, and then go to that side when you hit. This is spiral movement in this direction.
I think more of a yoga reaching. Yoga reaching.
Yeah, looks like it. Yeah. But you feel it's going away. This line is going away from this line. So the foot is there and the center is there at the end. And at the end, I want to have this connected still. So I go up and then I push it in this direction. Make sure it goes there. It doesn't escape to this side. This is wrong.
You can test it by, okay. 5, 10, you can test it like this.
You'll be weak. Yeah.
Because if you are spiraling that way,
We should, yeah, exactly.
so that's an easy way for them to understand.
If you don't feel it, who doesn't feel the difference? Yeah? Then we can test it, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But you can feel it clearly, yeah. You lose this connection. You drag it in, it's a nice feeling. But don't stay too long in the end, because then you're stuck. So don't keep this just for a moment. And then relax. Yeah? So now we have this feeling. We put this to the side and we're going to use it in a technique. Kata go in Ikkyo. So when you go here, wave, and down. So he comes, I breathe from the back. You walk in, so he comes. Go down. This feeling. You gotta do the same thing. Good way to become more softer and little stiff, you feel. It's a good way it falls, you fall. I'll show you when I come to you. First on Peter. You do the wave. Accentuate Peter. Now I try to be me. You feel no weight. You fall with ease in the hand. You can do it first slow to get used to the feeling. And then normal speed and you get the feeling. Probably a bit different than what you're used to like this. Leg movement, weight movement. Come, I feel good already. Yeah. Okay.
Close it.
A long practice of this technique. It's good. So many good things. We're looking at some things. We still have a few minutes, but maybe good to sit down for a moment because there's lots of dust going up. And what's the best thing to clear up the dust when there's lots of dust moving around? That's the best thing.
Nothing.
Yeah, this doesn't help to make it clear, right? So just sit and wait until it settles down. It's also a good way to learn. Because you have a lot of impressions, especially this last session were a lot of impressions, I'm sure. And everybody at your own level. So it's good to just let it sink in, the brain processes it by itself, your consciousness felt it, your subconscious was there, you felt everything, so it will spit something out and then you can use it, take that and continue the practice. Yeah, it's just one big mayhem of many things and it was great. Everybody finds something and they practice it. This falling of uke was, some couples I could see. Some pairs. When you drop, when you do like this, you cut center line and drop down. Then uke, not resisting, but same speed you fall down. Right? So then you don't feel an uke. Nothing. He's there. When I'm at the end, I'm here down, I'm just like the tiger still. I shift my weight if you're unstable and you fall over. But you don't feel me, I'm just sensing like you start. I only start with the sessions. So So now when you do this Ikkyo, you feel this resisting, you start at the beginning with feeling, not this hard thing. For that the model is like rock, soil, water, air. Remember? Bones, muscles, blood, breath. So it's good to know it on the bone level, on the rock level. That's the hard thing. When I get you, as a few people I took with the finger, you remember, and then up to your center line, I cut the beginning, you feel a lot of pain, you're like, I can never hold it. And then it dropped next to your body, but then still my hand's like this, like a sword, not like this. So the hand will be like this, not like this. That's kind of bone level. It's basic level. It's good to start with and to master, but you want to be on air level. Right? And then be able to, as a Muka, to also act on air level. But the air level doesn't mean like, okay, I don't cut anymore, okay, I can just let, no, it's the same thing. Only it feels like air. And then it becomes really interesting. That's kind of advanced level. First make sure you get the bone level, all the steps. Right? And that's a good model to play with that. And you can, as an instructor, you can feel it. This is bone, my bone. Like for example, if you do your arm like this, and your bone, your upper arm is just straight to the two bones in your underarm, and then it's here. So when someone pushes, you can try it yourself. You can feel this bone will never move. But when you make this angle and you push, it's difficult. So apart from that arm, my rock arm is really, so you have to squeeze my bones. It's possible, there's a lot of power. Right? And muscles, you can feel muscles, then you just imagine all these muscles when you go forward. You imagine your muscles are all acting, strong muscle. If you do it now, the shoulder blade, that's where it starts, and here this muscle, and here this one, and here, and here. And all these muscles are going like that. You can also test it, but it's a different feeling. It's already not so hard anymore, it's not like a rock, it's more, a little bit movement. That's how you can play, and just imagine with water how it is, and then with air. With air is nothing, you feel nothing. You do up here, you put your arm like here, it's like air. No bone, no muscle, no blood. Just feel this air feeling. You already feel there's nothing. And when it's just a different experience, and that's how your whole body is, and how this whole movement is. There's no. I say it now, but it's fun to practice with you. Also do it sometimes in other things. Imagine that, and it just happens. You discover it. The last thing, we did it a little bit, there was no time now. We have a little time, but I think it's better not to activate everything again. The dust is just falling out, so it's good. But that's the timing when you begin. I think it's a basic problem in Aikido, which is not that I discovered it because many know it, but I was just late to really realize it, that problem, which is quite big. I think my teacher says the same thing. I read it not too long ago. It's this, when you start, you stand neutral, and then you do together. Practice this in your own dojo. You're also working on it. We are neutral, and what's the basic way in Aikido? I offer a side, then I'm standing still. Then he comes, and then I start to do something. Right? This is quite normal, right? That's how you learn it basically. But this is really stupid. This will never work. Reaction time, I can practice my reaction time, but I will always be too late. If I'm standing here, I'm standing still and you come, I'm too late. Right? So we did practice at some point, for example, you come with Munatsuki, first you stand still, and the practice of this, you just decide on your phone. Now, so you see it again. Now, so you start to see this, the different phases. One is the intention, second is he starts the movement, three is he is moving. So you can see 3 steps in the process. Right? Maybe if I can try to describe it in a normal speed, so when you come, start, I say 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Can you see it? 1 is intention, so you come. Tension. Next. Start to move. Moving. Yeah, so when you're in the moving part or start to move, when he comes, I'm really late. So now with intention, yeah, I'm so early, it's so easy. So maybe one more time. If you come with Munatsuki, you stand also like this. So next time, it's so easy to see what's coming. And if I move in the third phase, too late, I don't know if it's, okay, that helped, but it still didn't solve the problem. I'm still late. So now, the better thing is, I think at this moment, what this will probably change also. We're standing like this, and basically what I do is this and this, or whatever move, whatever technique I want to do. For example, we did katadori, so hold on, we just neutral, we do katadori. See how much time I had? Because I was initiating, I never waited for him. The only thing I did, I stepped forward and I stepped back. And continue. So I'm not doing this. So I step forward, I wait, and I step back. Too late. So we are here. He is extending ki. He has this feeling, like we practicing, he has this feeling to my center. Like this, still has this feeling to my center. We both have it. In a way, we're in a good state, of course. So he knows he's uke, so he's ready to attack. So he's ready to attack. I think this is what it should be. I have initiative and I never give it away. It's not initiative, wait, and then respond. I have initiative and that's the wave. You can see even I create a wave and he is in the wave. Like, now he's in the wave. But now he's not in the wave. If you stand like this and you stand like that, and now we wait. I'm in his wave. See how he creates a wave and I'm in it, so he's the wave on me. Well, hold on, we change this, so we go like this. Hey, come on, please. Enjoy my wave. So this is an end, but it's mainly a beginning. It's a beginning for a whole research, and it's so difficult because for many years we've been doing this. But we never lose hope. We just practice, and we are very clear in what we practice. So I think we will discover a lot in this area.
You can learn a lot from looking at Osensei's Kokyudozo videos.
Yeah, exactly. I show that sometimes if you, and I don't know, I never practice it, but I just remember what you say. So we're sitting here, and you come with showman, right? Well, we kind of close and you just come with showman. But let's say this one, so yeah, okay. He's like this, always. So when you come with the other side, he's like this.
He's there before you are.
Oh, Sensei is never like this.
No.
It's really, when I was younger, I thought this is strange. doesn't make sense in a way. This is scripted or something. How is this possible? But now I understand with this whole Uke Naga thing and this whole process that's going on and the role of Uke and Ukuri. Now I understand. Otherwise it's really strange. Why would he attack if I already move? But naturally it happens now, you see, because you're connected. I create and you go in it.
So who's initiating?
Yeah, me.
You've seen his reaction. You've seen his intention, and then you've.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah. No.
Maybe you actually creating the intention.
I create everything. I create. He never knew where to start. And the funny thing is, you probably don't even think about it. It's just like something happens and you just do it, and it's a really nice feeling. For example, if I come to you, you don't wait for this, but you just start it. Yeah, I just want to join this. It's really a nice feeling. I'm sitting here and I'm really connecting, and you're waiting for me now. So just create your way, just do it. It's beyond thought. I have no time to think also. If I will think, if you do it and I think, then you just do the technique. And I attack you. I cannot figure it out. I have no idea which arm what to do, but if I just allow it to happen, my key is already flowing, you do something, I connect to it. And I just attack. Maybe now I think of what Mariama said. Oh, Sensei never said the technique. He never said Shomanuchi or Yomanuchi, so he never knew how to attack. He just said, Mariama, come. So he says, what to do? I don't know. And it's always long distance, so we just went into it. And then I had no clue, and he was on the floor. You remember those expressions, right? And now as I'm doing this, I kind of have this feeling. I know a little bit he's doing Ikkyo, but I don't know. I just lift up and it just happens. But I think it takes a lot of practices in Uke to be able to perform together like this. Otherwise you could say it's just scripted. Because if I'm a true fighter and I have evil intentions, and he starts to do that, why should I go with him? But now my brain really feels different than my body. It just feels so strange, connected compared to what I was just doing. So it just takes some time to be in this Aikido state to work together like that. It's really.
Arigato.